It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Boys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 44. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 32. That throw finds Pickens. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Completed here to Pickens. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Going to the ground again on first. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tyreek McAllister now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, ball at the 36. Back-to-back carries here. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing is Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. From the 31. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Dak off the play fake. He's trying to push the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Dak throwing again. Ferguson there to bring it in. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Another throw for Prescott. He's on the move. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. It's Pickens on the slant. And he gets him around 6 there. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now we're on the counter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Back to the well again. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Dak out of the pistol. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he drives this forward to the 6. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Prescott set to pass. Into traffic, complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It'll be a gain of only 1 on 2nd, so that brings up 3rd and goal from the 2.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
3rd and goal, right back to him. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys pushing for a score before the break. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Prescott with a blitz coming. It's caught. Ferguson. And in for the Dallas touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Looking slant route, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. 2nd and 3. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. 1st down, Smith to throw. Escapes the pocket. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. That's taken in by Tucker. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Cowboys sending out the dime package. 3rd down. From the gun, Smith. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Smith on 1st down. He's on the move. He takes it himself. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Return starts at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. McAllister now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. Shotgun snap to Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're set up at the 35 now. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again following the sack. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Dak now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Cut near the goal line. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now Prescott. And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No. Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their pass.
Now we are getting a challenge. Mike McCarthy wants to take another look at that last play. Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession. But did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
Now, no luck even on a second look. Mike McCarthy loses that challenge. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 now. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Micah Parsons making that play. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Smith. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. It's taken in by Lamb. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Prescott here from the gun. That throw finds Pickens. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It's Pickens on the slant. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41. Another throw for Prescott. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Simple dive up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 24. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the gun is Prescott. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Right up the gut. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Here's Dak. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. McAllister now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First down, Smith to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing is Smith. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. From the gun, Smith. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And they get this down to the 28.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throwing on third, Smith. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw complete to Lamb. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. And that brings up 3rd and 8. Dak now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys on the favorable end of this blowout. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. And again, it's Smith. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. From the red zone now. Has room into the secondary. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's got it! And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 3rd and goal, Smith buys time, rolling right. And they take this in for the score. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it an 18-point game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.